Greetings, everyone. Good to be with you, mighty companions. Nanette Victoria here for the weekly meditation for contemplation. Let us take a deep, deep, deep sacred breath in as we begin the week, wherever you are. Let us just take a moment to come into the interior landscape, losing interest in the thinking mind, letting body-mind identification just gently drop off into the expanse of nature, of the ineffable, the divine, the unspeakable. We may use words, but words are merely pointers. Direct experience. And so we breathe in every sacred, sober breath gifted and graced through us, in us, as us. You may keep your eyes closed. And I will bring up this week's reading. Time, a vast illusion. The ego patterns are like a parasite that uses time as a trick to keep us spinning in painful illusions. Forgive and open up to receive the Holy Spirit's correction of all errors in perception. Humility is the way. In grace, we surrender ourselves completely. And a reading from A Course in Miracles. I love this reading. Let us rest with the words. Let the words just point us into a direct experience of truth. Chapter 15, The Holy Instant. The two uses of time. Can you imagine what it means to have no cares, no worries, no anxieties, but merely to be perfectly calm and quiet all the time? Yet, this is what time is for. To learn just that and nothing more. Yet, this is what time is for. To learn just that and nothing more. God's teacher cannot be satisfied with his teaching until it constitutes all your learning. He has not fulfilled his teaching function until you have become such a consistent learner that you learn only of him. When this has happened, you will no longer need a teacher or time in which to learn. One source of perceived discouragement from which you may suffer is your belief that this takes time, and that the results of the Holy Spirit's teaching are far into the future. This is not so. For the Holy Spirit uses time in His own way and is not bound by it. Time is His friend in teaching. It does not waste Him as it does you. And all the waste that time seems to bring with it is due but to your identification with the ego, which uses time to support its belief in destruction. The ego, like the Holy Spirit, uses time to convince you of the inevitability of the goal and the end of teaching. To the ego, the goal is death, which is the end. But to the Holy Spirit, the goal is life, which has no end. Oh, so that reading is underneath. I read from the web edition, www.acim.org. You can go to those links underneath. Beautiful website. So in time, in this matrix, the dualistic nature that we seem apparently to see, we don't deny, but the more we begin to non-judgmental awareness look, and in the experience that's happened through this body temple, there was this like layers of undoing concepts, beliefs. The Holy Spirit uses time to undo it, the opportunity to forgive. And then there's this falling into, and what it feels like to me is a beginner's mind. That the only use for any of this is to be a servant to God, host to God, not hostage to ego. So time is a trick. The Vast Illusion, which is one of Ken Wapnick's books on time. Incredible, incredible reading. The Vast Illusion. So ever notice, and I'm going to leave you with this so this doesn't go on too long. So when you may feel in a creative flow, I know for me in dancing, or I'm being danced, time collapses. Many experiences of just total time collapse. But where we are just resting in a place of creative flow, sometimes we'll call it, we're in our flow. And we'll look at the clock and we'll be like, can't believe that. The 2 hours just went by. Did 2 hours really go by? Or did time just, These are concepts which cannot be intellectually understood. They can't. So I'm using words right now to point in a particular direction. I invite you to at least recognize fear, worry, anxieties, conflict. That's of the dualistic nature. When we lose these interests in entertaining that, we can turn, be restored to sanity, turn, and focus on the things of the infinite, which can't be conceptualized. It's a resting. It is humility. Humility is the way. I like the beginner's mind. I don't know. Second, oh yeah, I know. resting the innocence of a child. There is such open spaciousness in that place. Let us be curious. Let us be empty and full. Let us abandon all that we think we are, and so what we are becomes completely available. We are the very image of God, the very breath. We are that. I love you all, family. Love from my heart to yours. Many blessings.